Love you too. Why have you left me or what am I supposed to do? Okay, this is an emotional moment, and whenever I have to speak about this, it's very tough. I've said a lot about this already, and I think Kausar will help me speak a lot more in the next panel. But hi, Shri. We're all here for you, us. We're all here together for the love of this film, for the love of you, and it's been an unforgettable journey for all of us. We're like a family. This is an English family, and that's how a WhatsApp group is called, and that's how we are till date. And it's been very difficult for us, even me, to re-watch the film on my own. And we did that. We all huddled together, the whole English team. After Shri, there's never after Shri, she is with us. And we watched it all together. And it was a very emotional and yet a very grateful moment that I could work with someone like that. All of us were very grateful that we could do this. And this happened in my life. She happened to me. This film happened. And yeah, this is the next time that we're all watching it, I think, right? After that. I'm very happy to have, some of them are not here in the country, in the city, but the rest of the team that is here, which we'll meet soon. Thank you, everyone, and thank you for all the people for the love given to us, to this film, and it goes on till date. Thank you very much. This is a very special film and a special moment in my life. So yeah, very grateful, very, very grateful. Who am I supposed to call? Okay, Rama?
I think so. You can call that.
Okay, we
Kausar
need
madam.
chairs
Yeah,
also.
we need chairs.
Kausar, who has been like, how do I introduce her? Balki said the pillar of strength, and she was Shree's, what do you say, English supervisor, coach, and kind of she became her security blanket. And beyond a point, Shree couldn't, do without her. And yeah, so that's who is going to moderate this session and ask me questions. Huh? I have also forgotten to thank Boni, though it was anyway. It was like having both these men, Balki and Boni, on set, and they stood there like our guards, supporting us, this constant moral support, and just the presence helped us a lot. It was the spirit, and yes, Janvi and Khushi were really chintu. And the other thing that Shri used to call me was Khushi. So it was the most beautiful compliment, and she's here today. And Eros, Nandu's representing Eros. So thank you so much, Eros, for making this film a reality. And Sunil and Pranab, who's not here, all of you. Really grateful that this film saw the light of day. And Rakesh Jhunjhunwala, of course.
Hello, Gauri ma'am. My question for you. आप कितना ब्लेस फील करती हो आप अपने आप को कि श्री मैम का फर्स्ट मूवी आपके साथ था एज अ लेडी डायरेक्टर. आप लेडी डायरेक्टर थी, उनकी फर्स्ट मूवी थी आपके साथ. इस
थी नहीं हूँ.
जी 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 आप कितना ब्लेस फील करती हो आप?
बहुत इतना सारा. That her hands, no?
Okay, I'm genuinely here as a fan, but there's a particular scene I want to ask you a question about. There is a conversation that Laurent has with Shashi, where he genuinely tells her what he feels in French, but no one ever finds out, and that things never actually been discussed on what actually happens in the scene. I know it's 10 years, and I still like the way it is, but can you tell us what happened and what went behind that?
What that French means.
That I know French, but I'm just saying generally.
No, means what? But
like, why did you think of it like that? Why did you never explain? Why was it devised the way it was?
Because like their relationship was not about understanding the language, but the gist of it and the feeling. So that was always above the language, and which is why she says, no, despite sorry, despite not knowing English and he not knowing English so well, but they understood each other so much more. So it's not the language that actually comes in the way. It's not a barrier. And this whole emotion and the most important expression of his love was that. And he knew she'll get it, and yet he didn't have the guts or the courage to say it in any other. So he said it in his way, and that's what I thought was the beauty of it.
And the greatness, yeah, Hemanti. In Hindi, yeah, no. And the greatness of that scene is, again, you brought that, we must speak about it, because the film is about language. And the film is about language where she's trying to learn a language, and there itself you get to know that language is not at all important. So that's how that's how the film.
No, it's
Yeah,
my
I
favorite
mean,
scene, that's why.
We had the. He does say in English, but we removed it and it worked better.
No, hands down, my favorite
Yeah,
scene.
yeah, it's that.
Favorite scene of Indian cinema.
Agreed.
That's one of them.
Agreed.
Okay, I'm quite sure we could talk about this movie all night, forever and ever. So, going to Gauri wants one person to get the last question. Kushi, do you have something?
Hi, Gauri, this is Priyanka. I had the privilege, this is a appreciation again. I had the privilege of you directing me for the Tanishq ad, and huge fan. Someone like Sridevi is an artist. She's nuanced, she's incredible, complete, like, the depth of her life and her journey and as an artist. And it's such a privilege to actually watch this film, really understand it. These are the women we grew up with. These are the women we loved, and it was incredible to just watch her come back again and again. And this movie lives on, and it's incredible. Thanks.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody here.
Kushi, I'm still giving a chance to ask a
Kushi,
question.
everybody wants to hear you. Can I share this point that your mom once told me that Rama was your favorite character?
You can say or ask nothing. Say one.
Kushi, were you like me or were you the opposite of my character?
Yeah, I think you were the one who felt the most like slapping me. How could you talk to
Yeah,
my
actually
mom?
about the cafe scene. You remember Gauri, like when we were doing rehearsal, तो श्री मैम उनकी सादगी भरी आवाज में हम रिहर्स कर रहे थे and Gauri and me wanted because to express the shaky state of mind. We decided not to use steady cam, and I was doing a handheld camera. Balki sir was there, and I asked Shri ma'am, can we do one rehearsal? And she was like, yeah. And from cafe she came out and she walked till the bench, and I was walking backwards. But I don't know what chemical was that. The moment Gauri used to say action, and the moment I used to say the camera used to roll, she used to become a different person, sir. She started crying, she started running, sir, and I was ready for backwards walk. And she started running, I started running backwards. She came, she sat on that bench, then French guy came with the coffee and all those things happened. And मुझे पता नहीं चला हुआ क्या था. And गौरी ने पूरा सीन वैसे के वैसे रखा है. बीच बीच में ऐसा है.
Just to end, I'll recount वो जो मैं किस्सा कह रही थी आपको सुनाने. तो ये घर का ही सीन था न्यूयॉर्क में, और सब रेडी था और इमोशनल सा सीन था, और वो बोल रही थी और बोलते बोलते वो चुप हो गई. She just became Shri ma'am again. And we're all looking at each other's face. What happened? Because Gauri didn't say cut, nothing happened. She just stopped. So Gauri asked what happened. So she said the camera has stopped rolling.
Yeah.
And Lakshman was like, what? And the camera had stopped rolling.
Yeah.
And she was like, he was like, how do you know? And she said, I'm doing this since I was 3 years old. I know. yeah, light was
There
big,
were
yeah.
so many good. Like one day in White Plains there was snowing, and around 5:30 everyone was happy कि pack up हो जाएगा party आज. एंड एक्चुअली पेड़ गिर रहे थे व्हाइट प्लेन्स में, लाइट पोल्स गिर रहे थे, इतना स्नो गिर रहा था. एंड वी वर अबाउट टू, मैं भी अपने असिस्टेंट्स को बोल रहा था पैक, चल निकलते निकलते. एंड बाल्की सर के मैं, लक्ष्मण विल शूट द सॉन्ग. एंड लाइक सर अभी या एंड हम सब ने, या वी ऑल वर वेयरिंग 3 layers of jackets and ma'am was dancing in one chiffon sari in -3-4 degree temperature. That was amazing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I also remember this. Every time somebody asks me how is it like to work with Shri ma'am and what did you learn from her, it was her dedication as an actor. And then, like it's been 10 years, but the little moments that you can remember, I still remember she had a very runny nose during the speech scene, and it was so cold. But her being that superstar, I never heard her say anything or complain about it. You can see her nose is running, and that was the only reason why you know that she has a cold. But she would never utter a word. She would never, like make it a problem. And the moment they used to say cut, we all used to take our shawls, and she used to put a tissue up her nose. So yeah.
Okay, this time I'm going to have to stop us because we've got a couple of things before the screening.
Yeah, I just wanted to say ki like I was a kid, so I wasn't exactly aware like she's one of the biggest actresses in Indian cinema history. My mom used to tell me ki she's Sridevi ma'am, she's my favorite actress. But as a kid, I used to play around and joke with everyone, and she was so down to earth. She like never felt, she just felt as if she's my second mom or something, because she was so sweet. Like we used to play so much also. Like I saw this game, I don't remember.
Thank you. Thank you for that. Thank you.
Thank you.
For the questions too. Can we get the chairs off the stage?